I asked you guys yesterday if you thought that this was Carlos's best tournament. He said it was in his press conference. Pretty hard to argue. Lost one set. As you're looking at the score lines too, breaking Sinner twice in a set, first set, third, like that's not something that's happening at all.
On September 2025, New York saw a match that stunned tennis. Carlos Alcaraz beat Jannik Sinner to take the U.S. Open. He became world number one again at only 22 years old. This was his 6th Grand Slam title. Andy Roddick said what Alcaraz did in that final could change how players play the game forever. Carlos Alcaraz defeated Jannik Sinner 6-2, 3-6, 3-6-1, 6-4 in the U.S. Open men's final at Arthur Ashe Stadium. The win gave him his 2nd U.S. Open crown. He has now won 6 Grand Slam titles in total. This victory also returned him to the top of the ATP rankings. Alcaraz last held the world number 1 spot in 2023. His run at Wimbledon 2025 ended in a final loss to Sinner, but he came back stronger in New York. According to his coach Juan Carlos Ferrero, Andy Roddick reacted to the final. He said, "I didn't see that coming. I didn't see one-way traffic." He explained that the margin for error with these two when they play each other is so razor thin. Roddick described the last game. Sinner was hitting the ball harder than maybe anyone I've ever seen in that last game. Carlos just stayed there and got back to deuce and hit a monster serve on match point. Roddick also spoke about Alcaraz's tactics at the net. He was just like, screw it, I'm in, I'm sprinting forward, and even if he gets caught, he is such a great volleyer. His words pointed to Alcaraz's ability to attack the net and control rallies under pressure. The 2025 U.S. Open was consistent for Alcaraz. He dropped only 1 set before the final. He was broken just 3 times across the entire event. He has now won 7 titles this season. His current streak is 13 straight wins. In the final itself, Alcaraz mixed drop shots. Alcaraz said, "The number 1 ranking is a goal that I had set myself almost at the beginning of the year, and to see that I have achieved it is something incredible." He also said, "It has been 2 spectacular weeks, at a very high level tennis-wise, but above all mentally, which I am very proud of." He described this as the best tournament I have ever played. Ferrero explained the growth he has seen. Back then, he was still playing on impulse, almost unconsciously. Today, you see a player with much more experience, who knows how to read the big moments, who arrives on court calmer, clearer about what he needs to do. Roddick also spoke about what happens after such a triumph. He said, "The inevitable come down of such a significant victory could pose challenges." He added, "There's no major for 4 months, you are picking up scraps until the end of the year." He recalled his own experience. "I did a lot of PR the day after I won the U.S. Open." He said, "My crash was securing number 1. I felt like I was a zombie." He stressed that Alcaraz already has attention. He doesn't need to do anything. He doesn't need to be more famous. Everyone loves him. Roddick also noted Alcaraz's approach off court. He said, "He literally has time for every conversation on the way." He described his easy smile. The Alcaraz-Sinner rivalry now stands at a critical point. Alcaraz has reversed the Wimbledon result with this win. Roddick said, "This is not stopping here. These two are going to go back and forward." Alcaraz, he said winning in Melbourne would give him a career Grand Slam. He then faced Jannik Sinner in the final. This was the 3rd consecutive Grand Slam final for Alcaraz and Sinner in 2025. Alcaraz won at the French Open earlier. Sinner won Wimbledon, and now Alcaraz claimed the U.S. Open. His win over Djokovic snapped Djokovic's bid for a 25th Grand Slam title. Alcaraz entered the U.S. Open seeded number 2. He began with a match against Riley Opelka, winning in straight sets 6-4, 7-5, 6-4. He held his serve strongly and broke key points in each set. He then defeated Djokovic in the semifinals. Djokovic had been a 24-time Grand Slam champion at that point. In the final, Alcaraz won the first set 6-2, lost the second 3-6, then won the third 6-1 and fourth 6-4. He regained momentum after the second set. He broke Sinner in the 5th game of the 4th set to lead 3-2, then held serve to close the match. At 22 years old, Alcaraz has now won 6 Grand Slam titles. He is now among the youngest male players in the Open era to reach that many. He regained the world number 1 ranking after this win. He had last been number 1 in 2023. Alcaraz dropped his serve only 3 times across the entire tournament. He lost only 1 set before the final. His performance was efficient. His winning streak at this US Open run reached 13 matches. He has recorded 7 tournament titles so far in 2025, with only 6 losses. His coach, Juan Carlos Ferrero, said, "Back then, he was still playing on impulse, almost unconsciously. Today you see a player with much more experience, who knows how to read the big moments, who arrives on court calmer, clearer about what he needs to do." Alcaraz said after winning, "The number 1 ranking is a goal that I had set myself almost at the beginning of the year, and to see that I have achieved it is something incredible." He added, "It has been 2 spectacular weeks at a very high level tennis-wise, but above all mentally, which I am very proud of." He described this US Open as the best tournament I have ever played. Andy Roddick noted that Alcaraz's mid-match adjustments were significant. He said, "He has so much variety and also mid-match adjustments. He hits that slice early, Sinner adjusts. So Carlos just starts pounding the ball. Anytime he had Sinner in a corner, he was in behind it." Roddick added, "He was as aggressive coming forward as I've ever seen him before. And the athleticism is just off the charts." In addition to court performance, Roddick observed Alcaraz's behavior off-court matters. "He is walking in talking to everyone," Roddick said. "Everyone who is running the security gates and walking in. He literally has time for every conversation on the way." He added, "It's not put on. It's just the way he is. But the game is better for it." Alcaraz has played tennis at high levels since early childhood. He made his ATP debut at age 16. He is now a multiple surface champion. He has won the French Open, Wimbledon, and the US Open. He has beaten Sinner, Djokovic, and other top players. These facts suggest Alcaraz has shown both physical and mental growth. He has improved his serve. He has improved his shot variety. He has improved control over big moments. He overcame high pressure in the final set. He served on championship point. He handled Sinner's offense. Stay with us for more breaking updates from the world of tennis. Subscribe now and turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest stories from every major court.